Welcome to the college football playoff. The season's had plenty of ups and downs, but all the drama has led up to this point, the beginning of this 12-team playoff in front of a home crowd and a raucous environment. We have a great battle for us here tonight. Two teams with championship aspirations, but trying to define the odds and take a big step closer to that national championship. As we'll see the number 9 seed in this playoff, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on the number 8 seed in the playoff, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And the playoff is here. We've got a tremendous on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this one started. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. The college football playoff about to get underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. Moves the ball up to the 30.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Important second down play coming up. The back's got it. He shreds the tackle. He's found some room at the 45. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there on the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Back behind the quarterback, aligned in the pistol. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. Quarterback escapes the pocket. The sophomore able to get home with the sack.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with a first sack of the game.
So after consecutive losses, they got to come up with something here on third and very long. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. And is intercepted. Breaks loose at the 45. He's got some room and some blockers here. And he steps out of bounds after a great return. What a pick. Sets up the offense in great position.
Wow, how about the defense here? On the road in a playoff game, you step up and come up with an interception on the first drive. You're an underdog. It's a big stage. All odds are against you. And you start off the opening drive as a defense with an interception, and you bring your quarterback out now with some confidence, believing they can win this game.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. They'll try the option play here. He'll toss it to the back. He takes it into the end zone, but a marker is down, so hold on here. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time, and now third down coming up.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point, move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
He's escaping the pocket now. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with a takeaway.
Well, this isn't exactly how we envision this game getting started. You see an interception early, you're thinking, okay, great opportunity. Bang. They throw an interception right back. So everything is even. We can start all over, and the offense comes back out on the field.
So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Obvious false start there, moving too early. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down here for this offense. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Trying to get the throw off. And that's just thrown away. I don't think he's going to get away with that. Yeah, here comes the flag. Getting set. Here's second down. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Good time here to drop this screen into the offensive coordinator. And a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. The quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to throw it on third and very long. The pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down. Critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. And here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error. Get some space around the 30. Breaking through defenders. Brought down at the 3 after an excellent running play.
Chris, how about that? This guy is a blur with a football in his hands. He gets one block out in front of him. It seems like he's setting a new speed barrier.
Off the big play, they are pounding on the door here. First and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back. But the continuity of this offensive line was on display. And that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
And it's 7-0 after the BAT. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And here's the fair catch by the return man. The Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. Ball handed off. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from him.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring second and inches, but it sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Handoff running right. He's found some room at the 45. Big play in enemy territory all the way to the 41-yard line.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive line up. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
There's the handoff. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. They're going to run the option. The back's got to run a pitch. They make the tackle, but enough for a first down. Textbook execution on the option.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field. They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Second down after that previous play. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Looking to pass here on second down. Short connection to the tight end here. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. On third and short, they hand the ball off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
They'll pass him the field goal attempt. The offense on the field going for it on fourth down. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The Irish offense comes up here on first and goal. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Irish.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
Now here comes the point after attempt. And it's up and good. Here's a kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Kentucky offense is back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? And here's the handoff. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Hat on the hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. They feed the fullback this time. Breaks loose at the 40. And he steps out of bounds. A big play, an exciting end to this first quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Here's the second down play. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. Inside the 30 now. Tackle made after a big gain.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a first and goal now.
First and goal. Kentucky.
The defense backed up against their own end zone. And they're trying to punch it in here. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky.
Touchdown, Kentucky.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
And he knocks through the PAT.
Number 19.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. This one is not returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. And they'll use the ground game here. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. Punt team ready to boot it away. Looking to flip the field here.
On to kick it away.
And they've got the returner corralled.
Kentucky offense will take over. First and 10.
Here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Fired into a tight window and picked off. And he's got some open field ahead. Past the 10. Not just the pick, but a big return. Sets up the offense in good position.
This guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions in this game alone. Locked in on what he needs to do to be in position and making plays for this defense. Notre Dame lining up now for a first and goal.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up. It's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly. And they're doing so with such high stakes. Answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
And the extra point was up and good. The BAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And here's the return from inside the 5. And the return will be brought down. Kentucky offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. And looking to throw now on first down. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
PAT puts him in front by 7. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn in the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. That's a bullet over the middle. The catch is made for a huge pickup. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
What a great throw here and an even better catch by this Notre Dame wide receiver. And Chris, let's be honest. If Notre Dame's going to become this top 5 team, this consistent brand, this is where they've got to make their biggest strides. The ability to make plays downfield and have the speed to be able to play with the big boys in college football.
It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And they'll bring him down. The defense fought through the blocks, and they stop him short of the first down.
You can see what the offense is trying to do here with this screenplay, but they avoid disaster by at least getting a few positive yards. The defense doing a great job of anticipating the screen here.
The completion makes it 2nd down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Fires it on the move. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. They finally get him down, but an explosive play. The offense in business now at the 24.
Chris, really, that's all you want to see from this offense is the ability to just be efficient. If you can just avoid the mistake, make those first downs, be a great compliment to what you want to do running the football. It's a great chance of putting enough points up on the board to win this game.
They're going to run it. Back gets the carry. Tackled, but forced down.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Give it to the back again. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Now it's 2nd down here. It's an option look. Pitch to the back.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Can he get there on the ground? Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame. And now we are all even for basically a brand new game here.
Yeah, that's exactly right. With a tie game, you treat this as a fresh slate. Forget about the mistakes you've made, the big plays that you've made before. It doesn't matter anymore. Now you just go out and play, go try to win this game.
And the point after is good. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. Now they get set to kick it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the returner is brought down. And here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. There was a one-play touchdown drive through the air last time. The defense makes some adjustments. Gets the first and still running. They bring him down, but a simple quarterback keeper for a solid gain and a fresh set of downs. Well, we thought we'd see that world-class speed flashed at some point today, Kirk, and there it was.
There it is. It's a thing of beauty when he gets out into the open field, and I thought he was going to take it all the way to the house. You got to give these defenders some credit. Yeah, they gave up a big play, but what you love is they didn't give up and just let him walk into the end zone. They were able to bring him down. Let's see if it pays off for them in these next few plays.
That's the 2-minute warning now here in the first half. Second down play coming up for this offense. They're trying to run it with the option. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. Fourth down now. So no hesitation. The offense is on the field to go for it here. It's a crucial play. Here's the option play. That's a big gain. Great decision to keep the ball and pick up the first down. Fourth down conversion gives them a fresh set of downs, but time is running out. They get to the line quickly. And they finally get him down, but the quarterback keeper there picks up a big chunk and a first down. They'll run the option. Pitch play to the back. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. We go with a direct snap. And that run produces a decent gain.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Now the offense will spend a timeout here. We want to come up with a perfect call on this important play coming up. So here we go, third down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. They flip it to him on the jet sweep, and he will score. Touchdown, Kentucky. They were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead or play it safe. On the run, he'll let it go. He makes the grab. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
And just like that, Chris, all of a sudden the offensive coordinator and the quarterback, they changed their approach. That's a big play. So instead of just maybe trying to get into field goal range, now they're really thinking they got a shot to maybe get the ball in the end zone.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Out the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Lets it fly to the wideout. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. On the run, he's going to chuck it deep. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Tackled after a short return at the 19, but a huge takeaway in the red zone.
Boy, this quarterback's got to regroup. That's his second interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But, Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Balls sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is responsible.
Going to try to use his legs here. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. First down, looking to throw the ball. Bringing pressure. Incomplete with 4 seconds remaining. Time for just one more play.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws his football, and it falls incomplete.
Just time enough for one more play in the half. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Running out of time in the pocket. He's hit as he throws it. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. Return starts from inside the 5.
The return is ball down at the 16. And the Kentucky offense will take over. First and 10.
And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Using his legs on the scramble. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down now. And the punt team now on to kick it away. He's on to boot it away now. With the return, it's Campbell. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on the return. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Handoff to the back. Breaking free at the 35. Finally brought down at the 8-yard line. A huge play, and suddenly they're in great scoring position.
A really good run by this running back. The defense fortunate to be able to bring him down inside the 10-yard line. But it's first and goal for the offense.
Offense racing down the field. It sets up a first and goal inside the 10. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he'll get there. Touchdown, Irish.
Man, I love running backs that can hurt you on the ground and through the air. The defense this time just underestimates his ability to catch the ball, and then the speed afterwards, it's a touchdown.
They're setting out to try the PAT. The PAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the third quarter. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Fields it just outside the goal line. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. Here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? First down. We're going to throw the football. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again. We can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
With the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Using his legs here. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Well, I thought the defense had him here, Chris. He should be down in the backfield, but instead, he gets out of the pressure and actually picks up some positive yards.
Important 3rd down play coming up. Quarterback's got it on the option. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
3rd down, I think the defense is really expecting the ball to go through the air. Instead, the offense keeps it on the ground, gives it to one of the more skilled players, and he gets the yards he needs. Move the sticks.
This Kentucky offense is quickly moving down the field. Looking to pass this time. He'll avoid the big hit with a slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Looks like Kentucky will have the first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Kentucky getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Boy, another big gain by this quarterback. And not only that, he's now over 100 yards on the ground in this game alone. This defense better do a better job of containing him and maybe adjusting their plan on how to stop him.
Second down play coming up. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. He's looking to scramble. And they chase him down outside the pocket for a sack.
How about Notre Dame sending a backer here? He comes up with the sack. A little Rudy magic on this one. And, boy, they've had some great linebacker play over the years. Of course, think about Manti Te'o, Jalen Smith, who's now in the NFL and had a great career in South Bend. Notre Dame with great history of playing linebacker.
Getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on third and long. The pass ball is incomplete.
How about the call here? They go with a screen on third down and short. You don't see that called very often. They're not able to even complete the pass, so no chance at a conversion. So we got fourth and short.
The offense already has one fourth-down conversion. They do it for a second time. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Close to the tight end. He's got it. Enough for a first down. They've got him, but they convert on fourth down, and the drive keeps going.
Well, in a tight game like this, you're on the road. Why not take a chance? Go for it, you hit it, and you quiet the crowd in the process.
And the long march continues. Offense pushing the ball down the field. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness for getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Looking to the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
On third down, he drops to throw. Checks this down to the running back. Touchdown, Wildcats. They'll take the lead in the second half. That kind of execution in a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with a pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. On the run here, lets it go. Finds that big tight end for a short pass.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
Defense is coming after him. Decides not to throw it and will take an enormous loss on this sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? He's moving out of the pocket. Took contact on the throw. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play.
Mobility can be a blessing or a curse for some quarterbacks. Sometimes they feel that they can make a play on every single opportunity because they have such speed. Instead of just getting down or throwing it away, they try to force the issue. This one almost backfires on him as he tried to squeeze that throw in. He's lucky he didn't throw an interception.
Oh, the ball comes loose. It bounces past the sideline, out of bounds, and they avoid the turnover there.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. You can almost feel a collective sigh of relief coming from the offensive sideline as that ball rolled out of bounds. The offense catches a break. One more awkward bounce. That ball maybe stays in bounds, and the defense has a recovery.
And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. Defense spends their 2nd timeout to try to regroup. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? 1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, and it's incomplete. What an opportunity for a desperately needed takeaway. Couldn't quite come up with it.
Good adjustment here by the defensive coordinator. Let's face it, it's been a tough game so far for this defense. They've given up a ton of yards and touchdowns through the air. This time they figured out a way to affect his timing, and they get the pressure to hit him before he can make another play.
On the run here, taking a deep shot. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. The gain moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be 1st down and goal.
Near the 6-yard line. 1st and goal. Kentucky. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Kentucky 35, Notre Dame 28.
Here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a 1st and goal. Here's the handoff. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. Let's see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. They're going to run it. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky. That's another touchdown for this running back. They can't stop him. Dream performance in this playoff game.
Yeah, this is going to be a performance we're going to be talking about for a long time. I just love watching because he's doing it in so many different ways. We've seen speed. We've seen his physicality. He's breaking tackles. Boy, just an absolute dream scenario, as you said.
Now the try for 2. They'll try the option play here. Pitches to the back. And he finds the end zone again. The touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Wow.
I thought the defense had a shot here to stop this 2-point try, but the quarterback was a magician. Great job of pitching that to the back to be able to use his speed to get to the corner for the 2-point try.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Ball handed off. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Second down after that run on the previous play. The RPO caught to the right. And And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Interesting call here, Chris, with a screen pass in the fourth quarter late in the game. I think they're expecting the defense to get upfield on the pass rush. But give the defense all the credit. Recognizing it, almost really anticipating that this screen was coming, and then rallying to the ball.
And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. And it's good for a first down to the 36.
Chris, I'll be honest, man. I thought on 4th down and 1, they might be just trying to draw the defense off sides, but they caught me and probably the defense by surprise as well, especially on their own side of the field. Gutsy play call right there to keep this drive alive.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
This big guy's up front will have to regroup now. It's 2nd and 14. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
Hey, here's some positive yards. You'd love to see that. Now you've got a chance here to continue to attack this defense. They're trying not to give up the big plays, but down by a couple scores, you got to get a quick touchdown and hope to be able to get the ball back.
Offense gets set up here. It's 3rd down. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Hey, it's a nice pickup. You got the first down on the ground. That's a great job. But remember, it's a 2-possession game. You got to pick it up a bit. This defense will welcome those kind of plays all game long because the clock will keep moving. So you got to put that ball in the end zone and try to get the ball back.
This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. And they heave it deep downfield. This one is broken up. Ball's incomplete. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. And the defense will spend their 2nd timeout here to make some adjustments.
Timeout, Kentucky.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And he'll set up to throw. Quick completion with the tight end. A big hit by the linebacker, able to knock him down.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
Send the back in motion. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. On the run, he'll let it go. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Looks like he's going to run it. Gain moves it to the 24. That's a fresh set of downs. This defense just cannot get off the field. Long march, moves on.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Press it run to pick up the first, keep this drive moving.
At the 16-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Notre Dame has moved now into the red zone. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. Tackled way behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose 7 yards.
Boy, how about the defensive speed there and the team pursuit? They recognize the toss sweep from the middle of the field and show their team speed to be able to eliminate this play.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Defense stops him short of the marker. So now it's 4th down.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the 1st down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. Here we go, 4th down. They'll try to run for it. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop. 1st down play call. How aggressive will it be? Use the running game to chew on this clock now. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Well, this is definitely not the time to get cute as an offense and as a play caller. This defense is thirsty for any kind of big play at all to try to create a turnover. So just keep it on the ground and play smart.
And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their 3rd and final of the half.
Kentucky.
Important 2nd down play coming up. They're going to run the option. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's Exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. A nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead, you keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
And now it's victory formation. The quarterback will just kneel down. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. From Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.